Hey guys, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. We're continuing on with the Islet of Canyon, where we really need to cheer up my divisions, because they're all very unhappy. Well, Isaac's over the moon. Let's cheer up Dr. Dua a bit. So we're just trying to increase our dinosaur population on Canyon, really, and then we've still got to do our science mission and our security mission. Our office is done. So she's in a medium herbivore. Well, hopefully we'll get something out of this one, because we're trying to get Gallimimus, we're trying to get Dreadnoughtus. And we wanted T-Rex and Taurosaurus. Oh, and Brachiosaurus. We want Brachiosaurus. You know what, let's go for Brachiosaurus instead. None of them are mandatory. We've already got the DNA for all of the mandatory dinosaurs. Also, my park is dreadfully overcrowded. I need to expand this park somewhere. Question is where? Because we've still got our two missions to do, but we're away. No, Lambert's quite close, actually. We've still got to get a bit there for do it. This is why you just deactivate it and then reactivate again. However, I have expanded the park, so yeah, I thought that might be the case. I've expanded the park, so now it doesn't fit anymore. So I still have to spend money. I shouldn't have to spend money. You're talking about spared no expense. I want to spare every expense. You played challenge mode on Jurassic? I always have to spare an expense. So we got our Hadrosaur field enclosure. There's some Struthies in there as well, but it's otherwise Hadrosaur, some Myosaur, Parasaurolophus, some gorgeous Centaurosaurus. I love these things so much. That is so awesome. I can't praise every Centaurosaurus in here. The default's not that particularly great. There's another one in there that's pretty ugly. Got our Chunkingosaurus and Ankylosaurus. And then we have our Baryonyx just over here. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Baryonyx. One thing, I feel like they could have made the claw a little bit more obvious. But generally it's just how knobbly the skin tends to look. This one's not quite so bad. But I'm still not the biggest fan of it. You know, you're stomping the ground, but I can't hear your footsteps in any way. So let's just get the DNA out. Let's start to work on a Diplodocus enclosure, I think. We need a Diplodocus for one of the missions, but that's not to say that we can't just put in another Diplodocus. Makes the mission a bit more risky, but I don't think a Diplodocus is really gonna do much if it breaks out. So let's get to work down here. This is our biggest area. It's our biggest area on the map, so we'll get to work down here. So it's the wider area, so let's put our enclosure over here. But first, we're going to need our facilities. So let's put the monorail down first, so I know where we're going. This. Where is the monorail? Anyway, I think I've built the hotel and yeah, it's slightly the wrong area. Yeah, let's try and just expand this out a bit. That's gonna be annoying. Yep, so we'll get to work on that on our hotel. Come on, terrain constraints. The game's glitching out as well. The sound effects are being really weird. I can hear, like, if I select the menu, the sounds are all fine, but I can't hear the buildings being put down. I have not altered this in any way since the last recording, but there are currently no sounds. other than the menu, and I don't know why. Let's should be fine. I haven't altered this in any way. Let's raise the music volume up a little bit. Yeah, I haven't altered anything. I don't know why the dinosaurs aren't making any sounds. There we go. I can hear construction now. That was weird. Anyway. I only need to build one arcade. Let's just remember this. Put that there. There's my fossils. So we'll get Dreadnought. I'm going to build a really massive enclosure. We'll put Dreadnoughtus and Brachiosaurus in it. And Diplodocus. It's going to need to be a massive enclosure because Dreadnoughtus and Brachiosaurus aren't exactly two sauropods that do well together. Because you need such a huge enclosure. That's operations. We don't want operations. I should turn this off though. That's one thing I should do. Okay. Lambert. How far away? What is their next thing? That's it. That's not exactly the most exciting thing in the world. I mean, when you complete a contract, it does fill up the bar of fair ways. It's just, I wish it could do more. And it didn't make them go down again. That should be fairly simple to do. Just keep doing this a second. Close shop. This doesn't look silly. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's have a bowling alley. Let's get rid of the arcade. Let's have a bowling alley. It's a pretty useless building, but you know, why not? This is the campaign. This isn't challenge mode. You can do what you want in the campaign. I don't know what structure this is either. All I know is it's a terrible one. What is this? Where can the toilets even go? Down here. One big substation just off to the side, actually. Monorail, stop getting in my way. So that'll be fine, and just connect it all up. Make it look as ridiculous as possible. It might be that I need another power station. Alright, let's build another power station. Luckily I have this massive area just over here.
Lambert here with a new contract. I've spec'd it out, and I think you'd be perfect for it.
Do you? That's nice. Where's the pylon? There it is. Alright. Again, power stations, they take forever. So we're just going to have to wait a little bit for that now. This massive enclosure. Where's the border? Border. That's what we're going to call it, the boundary. The end of the non-buildable area. Let's try that again with bendy paths. Bendy fences. Oh, well, yeah, okay. Let's try that again with the bendy fences. I love the curvy fence. It might look ridiculous, but this is sauropods we're talking about here. Where's the end? That's probably completely wrong. Yes, it is. Is that it? There we go. Yeah, it might look excessive, but Dreadnoughtus needs such a massive amount of grassland that contrasts with the amount of forest that the Brachiosaurus needs. Diplodocus is easy. Diplodocus is no problem at all. I still don't get why I can get Altitude Protection 3 here, but not the improved input. Brachiosaurus is all coming together. Dreadnoughtus is going to be a bit slower, but thankfully it's not going to pick up anything else. I'm still getting Parasaurolophus though. I don't want Parasaurolophus. I want Gallimimus. We could put them in that enclosure as well. Move the Struthies. And then we could put them with the Gallimimus. Because we also unlock Archaeornithomimus on this island, but we're not going to be getting to that for a while. Dua, what you got for me?
This new contract was made for a person of your talents.
That does not look like a good one. It looks like a terrible one. Yeah, let's go with we don't need that many Diplodocus in here at the moment, so incubation speed, because they're sauropods. So, we're going to want to decorate them a bit, so we're going to need some... Oh yeah, I need a Crichtonsaurus, don't I? What's the 65 attack? 53 attack? Oh, this is going to feel... This thing's going to need a few mods. Oh. 64? Fine, we'll do it that way. Now he's probably going to fail. Right, we've already seen the basic Diplodocus. That's not what I meant to do. We've already seen the basic Diplodocus. What else do we have available for it? Quite a lot, actually. Diplodocus doesn't have any particularly exciting skins. Let's go with Alpine. Do I need to improve my buildings over here? Well, we need to increase what we're doing, because guests don't like a little Snackosaurus. They like a proper Giganto steak. So let's give them that. There's not much variety that we sell here in Jurassic World. Every shop sells the same things. You want to know what I don't get? The bowling alley. 3-pin bowling. What on earth is 3-pin? You've 10 pins. There is nothing else that exists. Who plays 3-pin bowling? That's ridiculous. 3 pins. What if is it just the one in the middle and then you have like the 2 on the very far sides? Is that how it works? But you finally give me 2 Gallimimus and you give me the lowest possible one. Look at that! Everything except for this one is 1 star. Right. Dreadnoughtus, you're nearly there. Reckon we can stop soon. Ah, Crichtonsaurus is ready, and we're gonna get yeah, you know, we'll put it in there. It's called Crichtonsaurus, therefore it deserves to be recognised. It deserves to be in every park. Plus, it's cute. Look at his face. Actually, that noise without even opening his mouth.
You got a knack for solving problems. That's a valuable skill, especially around here.
Come on. Sedate the Crichtonsaurus. Research! We haven't been doing any of that so far. Paleobotany, that's all that's left. all of our paleo feeders, and then we're going to build a greenhouse. So, we're not going to be putting every single dinosaur in this park. In fact, we're probably not going to be getting a lot of them into this park. Who's left? So we still need to get Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus, and Dreadnoughtus into this enclosure. We're going to put Gallimimus in there as well and move the Struthies. If indeed the Struthies have even got long left. I don't know how much time they have left. What's your time span? Oh, you're only halfway there. That's okay then. And you know what? We've unlocked it, so we may as well use it. Gyrosphere. It's nothing particularly exciting, but yeah, sure, why not? Let's go with the gyrosphere. What you obstructed by is it the fence? Here we go. And we'll put some viewing towers in here as well. Just because the gyrosphere isn't exactly reliable when it comes to dinosaur visibility, because it only counts what's visible from the gyrosphere. So once the gyrosphere has moved away, that dinosaur is no longer considered visible. Oops. Lots of viewing towers. And I feel like I should probably put a ranger station down here as well. Yes, and I probably can gradually do that one if you want. That one there, that one there. Look at this pathing. It's so simple. Faultless. And that's our paleo feeder done. We can make a greenhouse. Where's all this going to go? I've got room over here. And then let's put the ranger station here, just so it's close to the, if I can, just so it's kind of close to the baryonyx as well. When I need to refill their feeder, they've got a gate, haven't they? It's this one that needs a gate. Whoops! I keep doing that. Commit that. And oh, fossils first. Fossils first. Yeah, I think we're. Let's keep going. It's not going to be Parasaurolophus. Gallimimus is getting there, yes. Dreadnoughtus is definitely getting there. How is Dreadnoughtus the one that's going for the fastest? I mean, Gallimimus I can expect to be the slowest, but stop. Yeah, okay, let's get back to these guys now. Brachiosaurus is pretty good. You need a substation. Ow. Fine. And a large substation over here. And then we got to work out what to do with it. I mean, we still got the bit at the top as well. So, is that Diplodocus ready yet? Yes, it is. So again, we did see this on Isle of Muerta, but now we can actually make them. The sauropods are so slow. I mean, it makes sense, but they're so slow. Doesn't mean it's not cool to watch though, especially the Brachiosaurus. The music, oh, it's great when we'll see that. It's like, is it gonna fit?
Diplodocus. It's fun, right? Diplodocus.
Diplodocus. I mean, the name, Diplodocus. It's fun to say.
I'm convinced that that line only exists in order to get people to pronounce Diplodocus correctly. To make sure they don't say Diplodocus. I mean a little. I've done all the work. How have I not given you guys any extra tasks yet? Fill up the feeder and fill up that feeder as well. You guys also need some additional tasks. Again, I never bother with the other ones. Just the scheduling. Thank you. Oh, we've unlocked a mission. Does that do us?
Truth is, Dr. Wu and I don't always see eye to eye. However, here's a chance to help round out a few edges with him. I think we should take it. Good. Good. I'm happy you're on board. Dr. Wu is up to something, but I've learned that pressing him for answers just means he pushes back twice as hard. So for now, let's get on the ride and see where it takes us. Okay, well, I wish I could say I like this, but I don't. Dr. Wu wants us to create and house some dinosaurs, but not in a way that is optimal for the animals. He is intentionally putting them under stress. Some type of test.
I'm not sure what you think you're doing or why. You are creating a security risk with those dinosaurs.
I'm concerned we may be crossing a line.
In fact, that is precisely what we are doing, Kajal. Science is not about staying in the box. For us, there is no box.
Even when lives are at stake.
They're animals. We can make more.
I wasn't talking about them.
Wait a minute, he called her by her first name. Kajal. This has got to be serious. I've known this Dr. Wu since the beginning, and I've come to the conclusion that the only thing that might be as dangerous and cold-blooded as the dinosaurs is this man that helped Hammond bring them back.
Why though? He was such a nice guy in the first film. Why is he suddenly evil? I don't even get evil out of him in Jurassic World. I get evil out of him in this game. And I don't get why he's suddenly evil. I should be researching my greenhouse stuff as well as incubating. Well, we can't incubate anything yet. I haven't researched any plants. T-Rex, you're not going to be on this island. We don't need you here. I sound cruel, but we don't need you here. Right, that's finally start going up. I'm hoping that means we're now going to just be getting Gallimimus from that place. Right, it's so close. It's going to bother me if I don't complete it, because that's not going to quite get it to 100%. Yeah, we're still doing this, aren't we? T-Rex and Torosaurus. So we still need Torosaurus, T-Rex, not T-Rex, Torosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Dreadnoughtus, and Gallimimus. And then we have our unlockables. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of those. We're going to get Nodosaurus for the mission, Herrerasaurus, Stygiomoloch, Homalocephale, and Archaeornithomimus. Yeah, we're not getting all of these on this island. We're going to move on to Isla Penna before we get to any of that, and then most likely not use them on Isla Penna either. Well, Isla Penna is the weird one, because everything you unlock on Isla Penna is pretty much a big carnivore. So you're not going to be putting them on Isla Penna because you don't have the space. They're all big carnivores. Big carnivores and Camarasaurus, which you also don't really have any of the space for. You know, we never did hear their introductions of Parasaurolophus or Maiasaurus in the mission. We'll add one more of those into each of these enclosures. I think we're good population-wise, I want to say. Yeah, fine for you. So probably fine for all of them. I think there's a lot less in here than I think there is. Why don't I keep going there? Oh yeah, we can get in 2 more. We're going to be moving the other 2.
We've got a new offer here that you should definitely look over.
Right, we should probably build the raptor enclosure, shouldn't we? fact, I feel let's put the raptor enclosure up here. Therefore, if it breaks out, it's away from everything. Not that that really means that much, but at least they're away from everything. Right, and then we can move them into a proper enclosure afterwards. But all they're going to try and do is just break out of this thing. This is where it will then tell me I need another power station. Alright, it's probably not going to be enough. And then we'll put another one inside. Because they will break out. In fact, we need to get the Diplodocus out first, because the Diplodocus is going to take a lot longer. Actually, no, I've got to stress it out first, haven't I? I've got to get them out first, and then we do all the stress stuff.
I knew you were the person for the job, and as usual, I was right.
That might have worked, actually. Got me some more money. Look, it's a bird. It's a dinosaur. Can we have that? It's still a dinosaur. Where's Stygimoloch? Yeah, let's go with Stygimoloch as well. Keep going with Gallimimus for a tiny bit. How are the plants doing? Is the research done yet? Yep. Luckily this is very fast. This doesn't take long at all. I can't make that many plants though at the moment. I think I can only make 3. So actually I may not even need to move the Gallimimus. I could maybe just put the Gallimimus in here. Right, Diplodocus.
From where I'm standing, that's job done.
Yeah, I quite like that one. And we unlocked Homalocephale. Great, it's going to slow down Gallimimus again.
More people like you when you first started down this prehistoric path. Fast learners, dedicated personnel. Well, I'm sure there were some that weren't eaten.
Very good, what he said. I don't know what that means. Does it mean I 5-starred the island? I thought I was way off for that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, and security mission.
On the best of days, keeping our animals contained can be a real test of mind and muscle. But this next one, it's gonna require something more. That's why I thought of you.
Make sure you get the source as well. You unlock too many dinosaurs on this island. Why do I get so many dinosaurs? At least the comfort is going down while they're in here. You, I'm pretty sure, though, are perfectly fine, aren't you? Oh, you're in desperate need of some food, though. What do we have that's good for a sauropod? Do I have anything that's good for a sauropod at the moment? I don't think I've researched anything. What does sauropods like? Not that. That much I do know. Cycads? Oh. I think the Diplodocus likes ginkgo. So let's research ginkgo. Oh, and Homalocephale. Where is ginkgo? That's the next one. Oh, there we go. Don't worry, Diplodocus, I will feed you eventually. Like that. Oh, can't see it now. The pose of the Stygimoloch looks wrong. Anyway, I think that's good for Gallimimus, which means it's going to get in the way of Homalocephale now. Speaking of which, get the adorable little Homalocephale out into our park. I'm going to have to dig here, and it's going to be very problematic when I do. Right, you're sedated. Yeah, the only problem is that in order to upset this Diplodocus, we're going to need to upset the other Diplodocus. Might sedate the other one as its stress levels go down. We need power over by our raptor enclosure. If they don't like the size, the lack of trees will do this. Will do the trick as well. Give them some water, and we will give them some food. Give them some food once they're unhappy. See if that upsets them. Because again, we're gonna have to sedate one Velociraptor. I'm hoping they won't attack each other if I do that. You just got to keep the the mission required one awake. It's either that or we can just release. We'll just release the one raptor, I think, at the moment. Alright, so where's my greenhouse? Ginkgo, the sauropods like you.
We are trying to achieve balance, a return to the flora and fauna of prehistory. Focus on getting the dinosaurs access to the right dietary mix of our new plants. You'll see. They'll respond.
What, is there anything? Palms. We're waiting for palms, aren't we? We are limited at the moment. Yeah, that pose doesn't look right. It's Decision Monarch does not stand up that vertically in this game. Like that's an old-fashioned 20th century tripod pose. Yeah, so we'll worry about them afterwards. The Diplodocus is over there now, is it? Right, don't worry, as soon as it's done with the ginkgo, we'll give you a feeder. Oh, and someone's diseased. Who's diseased? So Myosaura with E. coli. Are you finished yet? The plants all take different lengths and they cost different amounts. Should be done now. Yep. Send our ranger team down to fill it up and then our Diplodocus will be okay.
3 words. Contract.
And I need a photo of them running. So now what we gotta do is get rid of all the trees. No trees at all. Well, not necessarily all the trees. There we go. Now, it's going to take a very long time. So if we kind of just need to wait out a bit. Wait for the Diplodocus to become stressed. Take control of this thing so we have a photograph of one running. Right. To beep the horn. Fill this up.
These new plants are apparently delicious and nutritious. That is, if the
Do it.
dinosaurs
Diplodocus can't attack me.
And are the dinosaurs to be trusted?
I'm gonna do it. Come on, run. Are you running? Where's the other Diplodocus? Come on. I know you guys are still quite cowardly, so come on. I think he's running. It's hard to tell with Diplodocus. There we go. No. It's the only menu system where where the confirmed no is on the left. Any other menu it will be on the right. Wow, my bowling alley has really declined in popularity.
We can call this one a success, don't you? Well done. Well done indeed.
Which is our mission, Diplodocus? It's this one, isn't it? You're the mission, Diplodocus. I'm really cool though. I really like you, and I think it's just because you look like the Walking with Dinosaurs Diplodocus. That's all I need. Okay, yeah, I've been panicking them. They need food once again now. Oh, it's stuck in front of the gyrosphere. Now this is something I never got. What does this mean? Because it's just a gyrosphere. This doesn't make any difference at all. I cannot understand what the difference between all these gyrosphere tours are. Stop pushing the gyrosphere out the way. Just go back and move. You stupid idiot. Yeah, I was going to put 2 more hadrosaurs in, wasn't I? Let's get another Parasaur and another Myosaur. Where are they? Both at the top somewhere because they're both on 100%. Parasaurolophus, just because I haven't seen you yet. Yes, so we want that. We want palms. Right, give the Thariophorans their paleo feeder. Right, these guys like moss. I think any of the others are going to be nice to them, but whatever. Right, Rangers, fill them up. Fossils, what we got? Homalocephalae. And yeah, I think Stygimoloch is on Hell Creek. Okay, no, not Hell Creek, Lance. I don't think it's at Hell Creek. I've already forgotten. What was the other thing I was filling up again? Or was that it? Yeah, so I think we're all good there. Homalocephalae is only at 1 dig site, sadly. Okay, Diplos. Diplods, I should say. 82. Yeah, the Diplodocus is going to be a lot easier to deal with. It breaks out of its enclosure a lot more easily, but one, it takes a while for it to get to the fence. Well, it would take a while to get to the fence. And also, once they're calm again, their stress levels go up super fast. Right, you guys are going to make this a pain, aren't you? As opposed to one of the other ones. As opposed to the Velociraptors, where you have to get there. Their stress levels go up slower, and you got a much longer way to go. It's got to go up much. The number has got to go up much higher. The Raptors are like 81%, 85%, I should say, not 81. It's always a round number. One there and that one there. Now everyone should live a bit longer. 76. And your health should start going up. Now you need water now. We'll go over to the water then. It's a massive thing of water. We're getting the T-Rex, so I'll give it that. Come on, Taurosaurus. Normally, that's Triceratops. Normally it's the other way around. Normally all I get is Taurosaurus. Just Taurosaurus, 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 Taurosaurus. What am I doing? That one. That one. Where is Stygimoloch found? Is it only in 2 dig sites? It's found in Hell Creek and it's found in Lads. I don't think it's found anywhere else. When it comes to the unlockable dinosaurs, the ones we still got, Metria is found only in 1 dig site, so that's annoying. Rarosaurus is in 1 dig site. Nodosaurus is in 2 dig sites. So am I thinking of Sauropelsa? I don't know where Nodosaurus is found. I cannot remember where Nodosaurus is found. It's either in 1 or 2. Right, they'll get better. Oh, hello. Oh, we're working on that. Hopefully Himalacephalane will get there soon. Does this mean that my park is... Oh my god, my park is at 31%! How did that happen? I've only added in 2 Diplodocus. A Parasaurolophus, because that's going now. Right, nobody go in here because I need to release some raptors. And you are green. I love the little head tilt it does. Kind of looks a little bit like the Jurassic Park 3 Parasaurolophus, which is weird because we already have a 2001 Parasaurolophus in the game.
Well, this is more my speed. A Parasaurolophus. Its distinctive crested head presents a challenge to scientists. An evolutionary dead end that we now realize is highly effective. This is what Jurassic research should be about.
Don't we think it used it for vocalization? I'm not saying that is what it was used for, but isn't that the that's the consensus, right? It might have had a multitude of functions, what do we know? It's like Taurosaurus and its frill. And its horns. Because I think the idea now is that they didn't use the horns for combat. Or maybe they did it for intraspecies combat. I get those two mixed up. Or Pachycephalosaurs and their skulls. That's the real mysterious one. What is your comfort thing? That's the Paleofeeder. I don't want the Paleofeeder.
I was worried there for a bit, but you came through with that genome. Great job.
40%.
You are
I think they
making
are under separate countdowns.
crown jewel of this entire operation.
Thank you. Right. Lambert? Go away. Not you, Lambert.
If you can complete this contract, I can see good things in your future. If you fail, I see me in your future.
Right, game, come on, T-Rex. Give me T-Rex. I know I said I'm not using it on the island, but still, T-Rex. I think we've done it. Is that everything researched at the moment? Yeah, until we get another dinosaur. Alright, we gotta wait for the raptor to count down. What do we want? Do we want the male or the female? Let's go with the male. Male looks better. Right, this looks so cool. Look at that! That is awesome. That is so good. Right, we've got to get it over fast because the Diplodocus, it's got to travel all the way along the island. Yeah, they're under separate countdowns, so it doesn't... It's not that big a deal. We will sedate the first Diplodocus. Just so we only have to do it one... Because all the Diplodocus got to do is hit the fence like 1 time or 2 times at the most and it will break out. Last time I did this, it was actually pretty tame. It didn't actually attack the fence in any way. So I'm kind of hoping that's what it's going to do again. Or sleep. I love how they sleep when they're stressed out. Right, yeah, you move to the top, and this is the one we're going to have to keep an eye on. This is the issue, though. I've built them at 2 different ends of the enclosure. 2 different ends of the island. I can't really keep track of them both together. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Right, we'll sedate you now. Just because I don't want you attacking the fence as well. It'll be fine. Gold, we're at 38% now. What? I bet my dinosaur... No, it's actually not there yet. That is a lot smaller. That is a lot better than I was expecting it to be. What we can do now is release the Myosaura. Nope, that's not a Myosaura. That is a Centaurosaurus that is way too close to the gate, and as such I can't select the gate. So does this thing look like a Centaurosaurus to you? So happy to be in this world. Why is your head so bony? What's it called? Shrink wrapping? Walking with Dinosaurs had this issue. Like every dinosaur like had no flesh on its head. It was just a skull covered with skin.
Okay, fun fact. This Myosaura was the first dinosaur in space. It was on Space Lab in 1985. How do I know that? It's in the travel brochure. They like to butt heads too. We left that out.
Yeah, anyway. It seems somewhat ironic that you send a dinosaur into space. Don't turn around, go through the fence. Go through the gate. No, actually, what's ironic is there is an asteroid named after Brachiosaurus, and that seems like a really stupid idea. Of all the things to name after a dinosaur, why would you make why would you name an asteroid after a dinosaur? Thank you. There's our T-Rex.
For now, you've done the first.
You're getting so much platinum.
Job well done.
Struthiomimus. I know I haven't 100%ed all of these animals yet, so. But even so, Struthiomimus. Hopefully it will run out of Gallimimus soon.
I like this contract.
Something doesn't have power. What doesn't have power? My hotel. If I run out of power, I need another power. When did that happen? I had power a second ago. I haven't added anything. Right, the raptor is over there. Alright, I'll add another power station. Give me a large power station. I know I'm not on Penna yet, but come on, just give it to me. And several new buildings. I didn't realise I needed this many hotels on Sicania. Let's just build another one, shall we? Build one here. 2 hotels right next to each other. Just means I have to fix the buildings. Right, you're sedated, you're stressed. Okay, that's fine. But you've been stressed for a good minute. The raptor... We'll get there. Look at that, that is so cool. You don't really get a proper look at the raptor when you're in the Lost World, just because you... It's always at night time and they don't have a very big role in the film. They're just there for the sake of being there. See, I always noticed it, but this is the first proper look I had at it. What I didn't realise is there's a female variant, which is... What's going on with your neck, buddy? It's pretty much the same thing, just grabber. It is the same model as the 1993 skin, but it looks so much better. In the raptor theme again. Anyway, we've got to wait for you to stress out. What's the Diplodocus doing? Is it trying to break out yet? No, you're looking for food. But by all means, look for food. That's fine. That's a nice distraction. Look for water afterwards. I have no issues with you. Okay, the power station's fixed. Built, I should say. Yeah, by all means, look for some food. And all I need to worry about is the raptor. Corythosaurus. And T-Rex. T-Rex is really coming along. Stygian Monarch is still only at 63. It's going to take a bit. What's Taurosaurus on? 67. Well, that's reduced it down. We're at 5% now. Oh god, everyone's popular over here. Except my bowling alley. I bet that's at 0 now. That always seems to happen. It will be popular at first. And then as time goes by, it just nobody wants to go bowling anymore. Why not? Bowling's awesome. Well, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Diplodocus is happy. Well, it's not happy. We make it happy. I think it's going for the fence now. Also, I have sedated the other Diplodocus right on the gyrosphere pathway. There are now 3 gyrospheres all lining up. Yeah, look how fast that goes up. That's pretty much how quickly a raptor's stress levels go down. Right. So Diplodocus can live by itself, so it's not going to stress it out. Right, Raptor. What are you doing? You are trying to break out. Let's see if I can tempt you with a snack. Well, by all means, go for another bit of the fence. See, you've been testing the fences for weaknesses. They remember. You think the electricity would put it off? Yes, there we go, that works. Sometimes they do run over to the feeder and then turn around. Let's see what it does. I should have given it water at the end as well. Only problem is, I'm going to try and move the raptor down to the other end. We can have it with the female, but it's not going to be happy until the female is in there. So it will still try to break out. You're so cool. You're my second favourite. I think the Jurassic Park 3 male just about beats it, but it's so close. I really had no reason to not to get rid of all the forest in there. I'm just keeping the raptor by itself anyway. It's going to break out of there, but it's got 3 more levels. It's going to be fine. 10,000 volts. Ooh, where are you going now? Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, you're so cool. Look at that big smile it's got on its face, despite the fact that it's very stressed out. Yeah, the female is pretty much the same thing. It's just the colours aren't as striking, you know. But it's better than what several birds are like, where it's like the male looks like a completely different species. Like a bird of paradise, the males are amazing.
Just got the word. Dr. Wu has his results and considers the test complete. I'm breathing a sigh of relief. Now Dr. Wu's gaze is elsewhere. I think we should take care of those dinosaurs.
Yes, well the Diplodocus is nice and happy again. The raptor's broken out the first fence, but luckily there's 2 other fences. Right, let's build a small enclosure somewhere. I've put too many of these things down now, so we can't really do that. So, where are the raptors going to go? Because I also want to get Pachycephalosaur enclosure, because they can't really live with the other herbivores when you have to deal with the Paleobotany. They're not compatible. Right, let's put the enclosure over here. Yeah, we'll stick with the electrified fence just for the moment. We should be okay after a bit. It's just while the raptor is over here with the female, wait for the stress to go back up again.
Now this contract could really help us.
Can it be release it, Isaac? Because if I release it, well, all I gotta do is release the female.
You, a contract like this should be no sweat whatsoever. Just hatch a few of the little things, okay? And anyway, at that size, they're all cute.
Except that's not what we're doing, Cabot. It's fine, we'll do it with the compy again. How many is in this thing? Yeah, that needs refilling. I hate the tall feeders because they're so empty. There's so little in them. Okay, you're sedated, right? Yep. Let's get you shipped over. And then whilst that's happening... Let's release the female. Yeah, the image never changes. It still just shows the 1993 one. I still like it more than the 1993 one. It still looks like it's just pales in comparison to the male. Quite literally, it's much paler. Despite the fact that I thought that all the dinosaurs in this game anyway are female. Whoa, did you see that turn? Yeah, it's not so bad. The eye still goes a bit crazy. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just a duller version of the male. Sure, each dinosaur remains housed in a secure enclosure, right? Where's the compy? Compy. Right. I don't know if that's going to be successful or not, but it's a compy. Plus, if we see my funds, I think we're okay. Right, go get you over there as fast as we can. As fast as we can. Where is the male anyway? Should still have a long way to go. Yeah, it's got a whole river to go. It's got a whole lake to go over. That female's gonna get there in plenty of time. Kind of gotta hope that it doesn't stress out itself. Yeah, we don't need that. Right, let's get rid of all this. So much fencing, but it works. For once.
Okay, don't let this go to your head, but that was some very impressive work on that contract.
Right. At least I have a lot of power now. All that's missing is just a Mosasaurus just leaping out of the water. %7% again. Now it just keeps going up and up and up. Anyway, we can actually Compy's ready. Sedate that one. Yeah, I don't want a compy. They're cool, but I don't want one. Right, let's get our other sauropods out here, shall we? We'll go with 2 Brachiosaurus, so let's go with the defaults. We'll go with the default. And what one of these shall we go for? Problem is, none of them are that attractive, really. Yeah, we'll just go with this one. And then we want Dreadnoughtus, which I think did I get everything for Dreadnoughtus or not quite? Yes, I did. Okay. Dreadnoughtus is definitely. They're gonna take a long time, especially Dreadnoughtus. It's weird. The game continually emphasizes that Dreadnoughtus is the biggest. Yet it's clearly smaller than the Brachiosaurus. And the Mamenchisaurus. I mean, the Mamenchisaurus at least has a skinnier body. But the Brachiosaurus is clearly, no matter what version of it you're looking at, the Brachiosaurus is clearly much bigger. So I don't know why it keeps emphasizing that Dreadnoughtus is the biggest land animal ever. Which, well, it might not be. But that's the issue. Dreadnoughtus is the biggest one known from very good remains. Corythosaurus and Ankylosaurus again. I mean, I know I want to get everybody to 100%, but it's not helping me get anywhere. Stop giving me Gallimimus. Oh, that's the Frenchman formation done. No more fossils to be dug up there. Yeah, if it's a green circle with a tick, that means there's no new fossils that will ever be available. If it's a red triangle, that means there are more things to unlock for it. Don't know what that was. A gift shop. That's what George wants. Right, we just got to get the Herrerasaurus. But they're both pretty even at the moment. Oh, you've given me this at the badge. You've given me this at 9 minutes! Usually it's only about 3.
One of the best ways to keep guests safe is to be able to accurately predict how the dinosaurs will respond.
Right, so the female raptor should be okay. It's this one that we gotta watch out for. Having said that, there is enough forest. Yeah, there's plenty of forest in here. They're only raptors, I don't exactly need a big enclosure. Yes, go to the water. Right, regardless, it's going to attack the fence. We're probably going to have to put some more fencing around it.
What can I say? You did good.
Gradually, it's a lot slower than the... Well, no, it's slightly faster. I'd say it's a little bit slower. Right, do you want to go over and eat? Nope, you're going to go into the fence and try and smash it. Yeah, I knew it was going to see that. See, it's intelligent. It knows which bit of fence to attack. Well, move away. There we go. That's one way of doing it. Still running away though. Relax everybody, it's fine unless it goes for this one corner over here. Where is it? Don't encourage it, girl. Don't encourage him.
Hey, how'd you like to be even more busy?
Another comfy.
How's a new contract sound, huh?
Yay, there we go. Nodosaurus.
Hopefully those specimens aren't too traumatized after this. Thanks for not losing your head back there. This could so easily have gone wrong.
So, if I have the story straight, there was some excitement and drama among the eggheads? A real PhD throwdown, huh? I'm sorry I missed it.
Yeah, well hopefully it won't go back to the fence. Keep an eye on it. I think he was talking. Yeah, I do need a photo of that, but it's not gonna. I'm not gonna go there in time. Because Ellie, they were smart. They were smarter than dolphins or whales. They were smarter than primates. I keep saying that, I know. Oh god! Oh my god! This park is so busy. Tacano was the one I think I had the hardest time getting. Even just the 3 stars at first. I don't know why, but on my first playthrough, this was the island that gave me the hardest time, along with Sorna. Even my bowling alley needs more staff. Look at this! Bowling has suddenly really taken off.
Man, you really know how to put on a show. That's what I call star power.
Right. I don't want the gift shop anymore. And they're all good. Let's just wait for these sauropods a second. We're over an hour again, I know, but we'll wait for the sauropods. We're all good there. This is what I wanted. I wanted a contract.
I really like this one. I think you will too.
I think I will do it. Yes, I think I will.
Don't let this
Yeah, we got a whole
opportunity
spare
pass
power
you by.
station here. Right, we'll get George is ready.
For many of these animals, their natural state is one of contained aggression. Well, in this project, we're gonna unleash it. Amplify it even. This will let you get a handle on who you really are, and what they, the dinosaurs, can become. First up, we need to research genetic modifications. We're looking for genes that can have an impact on the dinosaur's specific traits. Their aggression, attack rating, so on.
And Dr. Dewitt need not know anything about this. This is a point I don't want to have to repeat.
Copy that. I've received word the research is complete, and we can proceed with genetic mods to the animals. Specifically, hyper-aggressive behavioral mods.
Whoa, what are you gonna do to these dinosaurs? I seriously hope that you know what you're doing, because I know, and I survived it. It's something that you cannot yet say.
Yeah, we'll get the Dreadnought stuff first. The aggressive instincts is kind of pointless just because it gets agitated anyway. Right. I hate you so much. This is the ugliest thing in the world, and I really don't know who designed. It's a close contest, really, between this and the Ankylodocus. I think the only reason I say this one's better is because at least it is based on a real dinosaur. But I hate it. I hate its face. Its body looks way too small. Like, its front legs just look way too skinny. And then they get really fat at the top. And just the way its neck is so vertical. It's so stiff. Like, it looks like you could just easily snap it in half.
The mighty Dreadnoughtus was one of the largest terrestrial creatures to have ever lived. While it's known as the Fears Nothing dinosaur, I would still keep it away from the Indominus Rex.
Well, lucky for you, Cabot, we don't have one of those. Yeah, now if we were to do this by comparison...
Brachiosaurus, wonderful. Our guests enjoy the large dinosaurs.
It's 1,000 times better. We were at 5 stars. He didn't do his quote though. Normally somebody will congratulate me for getting to a 5 stars, but that didn't happen. Anyway, once it's in here, it'll be happy. But the Brachiosaurus looks so much better. Yeah, the Brachiosaurus easily has the best of all of the sauropods as it comes out. It's so epic. It's the way the music builds up. You can't really hear it, unfortunately, but the music does build up. Originally, the Brachiosaurus had its own piece of music. It now has it with the Nigersaurus, and it doesn't work because the Nigersaurus is so small and plump. Dreadnoughtus, you keep ruining these introductions. It's like one, it just see its head plump on the ground, and the other, it just stuck with this. Right, sedate them, get them over. I need a compy with 100 lifespan. Wherever the compy is. What's its lifespan at the moment? 52. I'm probably going to need more compy DNA, aren't I? Yeah, if all I'm going to get is 67. Okay, yeah. We'll, let's get rid of that.
The science division is always on the lookout for ways to improve our bottom line.
We've got traits and measures, and trait and narrow. Right, let's get rid of that. Cephalae, Stygimoloch, Hepatosaurus, and more Stygimoloch. Nice. Oh boy, Nodosaurus does only have one dig site. Well, we'll get going with Hematocephalae for now.
You stayed on task and accomplished the objectives of that contract. For that, you have my thanks.
Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. They're nearly even now. And then we've got to try and get them all up to maximum. Right, where's Dreadnoughtus? It's not there yet. Come on, Dreadnoughtus. Once you're happy, the Brachiosaurus should be happy. It might need a bit more. They might need a bit more forest. I feel like I need more raptors in here, but I probably won't. Thing is, we're actually done with raptors now. The raptors aren't needed for even though we're only halfway through the game. Raptors aren't needed for anything now.
Transit has commenced.
Come on, this part's gone on for long enough, but let's end it with a 5-star rating again. Hopefully, maybe. So I think it's just, yeah, it's just because they're all sedated. You happy? Yes, you're happy, because this enclosure is massive. I'm not happy with it. Look at that neck! That looks so ridiculous. Proportions of this thing just do not look right. And yet, has the largest mass of any dinosaur. It's clearly smaller than the Brachiosaurus when we see them next to each other. Right, I just need one Brachiosaurus. Just to check, but we should be okay.
I'll keep this brief. There's a new contract. Review it.
I have reviewed it, and I think it's a good idea, Lambert. After all, the contracts don't say that I can then get rid of it again. I need more buildings. 801! You gotta say the same thing. No, you're a bit better. I mean, it's better than 801. That's just losing me money. Well, not losing me money, but it's less money. That. Manocephalate is getting there. It really is getting there. Taurosaurus is definitely going more slowly. Not slowly as Stygimoloch. And then we can get to work on Nodosaurus. Yep, these two. Oh, Taurosaurus has another one. Okay. Okay, that's useful then. Taurosaurus has another one. Styracosaurus is going to get in the way, but as long as it has another one.
You rose to the challenge. That takes commitment.
I think Lambert is now even pretty much with Isaac. Are you over here yet? More or less. Yeah, you need more forest. See, this is the issue. This is why you don't put Mamenchosaurus and Dreadnoughtus together in an enclosure, because Mamenchosaurus is even worse. Camarasaurus is worse. But Mamenchosaurus is the worst, right? So you're happy. Now, are you happy? Yes, good. You're both happy. Okay. That's fine then. My buildings are all full up over here. Right. Well, as we're still at 5 stars, so it's still working at the moment. So we're going to end things off here. So I will see you guys next time, where we'll be doing